Hello and welcome. My name is Julia Rodriguez. I'm a librarian at Kresge Library, and in this recording I'm going to talk about using the library OneSearch tool to help you find literature for your research. You can also use the tool to help you broaden or focus your subject area that you're searching. So if we start at the library homepage, that's where you'll find the library OneSearch tool, and you can see here it lets you find articles, books, government documents, videos in our collection, and internet sources when they're available. It functions similar to a Google search. So for today's purposes, I'm going to do a search for organic foods, and I want to know about organic foods and nutrition and organic farming. So I've searched for my terms in quotes because I want to look for them as a phrase as opposed to looking for the individual words. And this functions like Google, so it's doing a keyword search. It's looking for that word to appear somewhere in the record. Now I have a lot of results here, 88,000 results, which is way too many to ever look through. So I'm going to use some of the tools that are available here to help me narrow down my search. Now you can see we have journal articles, trade publications, reference materials, all returned here in my search results. So if I want to look at a specific content type, so I only want to look at books, I can click on the book limit and I can just focus on our books and ebooks. So this book at the top, Organic Foods, Consumer Choices and Farmer Opportunities, may be a really good source for me. I can actually view that entire book online. So I'm going to save that in my folder. But perhaps I need to find scholarly articles. My faculty members specifically told me that I needed to use scholarly and peer-reviewed articles. You can refine your search just to those items. And you can see how it's redid the search, and I can look at some of the different sources. So this is the Journal of Food Science, the Journal of Nutrition and Food Science, Alternative Therapies in Health and Medicine, Environmental Health Perspectives. So any one of those might be a good source for me to read. I can click on the magnifier and see if there's actually an abstract for me to read. In this case, the abstract is only one sentence long, but I can look at the type of publication, when it's been published, how long it is, and look at some of the different subject areas. So you see here there's actually a subject area for natural and organic foods. If I look to my left, the system lists a whole number of different subject areas, which is a way in which to look at my results list from the aspect of what the articles are about. So in the case that I just put in a search for organic foods, I've asked the system to look for those words as keywords, but the subject means that I know that if I click on that, I'm going to find articles that are about those topics, as opposed to those words just appearing somewhere in the results list. And so here I have an area of organic farming, which is what I was talking. I wanted to find a little bit more about organic farming. I can click and add that as a search. But you can see another way of saying that might be I want to look at agriculture. I also mentioned that I wanted to look at the nutritional aspects. So you can see here there's actually an area for nutrition. So you can go through this list and see areas that you might want to add, or in some cases you might actually want to exclude if it's something that you're not interested in finding. Or you can use this area to help you narrow your focus. So I might decide, hey, I'm more interested in actually talking about sustainable development. So maybe I should just be focusing on that instead of some of this broader aspects. And therefore I can look at all the literature that's more on sustainable development and natural and organic foods. So without even adding any additional search terms here, I'm able to narrow my search down to a different search results list. So when I found those different items that I like, I have added them to my folder, and now I can take that folder and I can email those items to myself in a different citation style that is required, typically APA. And I can email them, so I have them in my email box, and I will have a direct link back to the full text where I can locate them. So that's a basic overview on how to use the Library OneSearch tool. There are a number of different aspects that you can use the search tool for, but that's just getting you started. And it will allow you to explore some of the literature that is available, and then you can proceed on to some of the more subject-based article databases. You can see my contact information here, a way in which to find my bio page that lists my email address, my phone number, and it also allows you to reserve a research consultation with me or see my office hours if you need additional help. Thank you, and that ends our presentation.